All right, so today we're looking at a device it's in a strange middle ground.
Yeah.
At first glance, the Kramer KT-2015WM, it just looks like a really sleek, high-end tablet, 15 inches. But if you tried to use it like an iPad, you'd be pretty disappointed.
Exactly.
In the commercial AV world, this thing isn't for consumption. It's a command center.
It's a dedicated interface. And, the clearest signal of that is probably the price tag.
Oh, yeah.
It lists for over $3,300. You'll see it discounted, maybe to around $2,600.
Wow.
And that price immediately tells you what our mission is here. You aren't paying to play games. You're paying for industrial reliability.
Always on.
Always on. 2047. This is designed to survive in a public space where, consumer gear would just fail in a few months.
So let's talk about that reliability, specifically the hardware. Visually, you get this really nice 15-inch IPS display, full 1080p.
Right.
But the spec that really matters for a wall mount unit is the viewing angle. It's rated at ±80 degrees.
And that's huge. That means you don't have to be standing right in front of it.
You can just glance at it from down the hall and see the room schedule?
Exactly. That off-axis readability is essential. But, the real story is what's under the hood. The processor.
Okay.
It's running Android 11 on an i.MX 8M Plus quad-core. Now, that might sound a little modest compared to a smartphone.
Sure.
But for an embedded system, this thing is a workhorse. It supports H.265 video decoding.
So it can handle high-res video streams without choking the bandwidth.
That's the main benefit, yeah. If you're streaming a security feed or a town hall meeting to the panel, you need that smooth decoding.
Right.
A sluggish interface in a high-tech boardroom just makes the whole system feel cheap, doesn't it?
It really does. And speaking of the system, installation can be a huge headache for installers.
Oh, for sure.
But Kramer seems to have streamlined this. It uses power over Ethernet, PoE.
The one-cable solution.
A single Ethernet cable for data and electricity.
It simplifies the infrastructure massively. You don't need an electrician to put an outlet in the wall, no bulky power bricks to hide.
Just one cable.
It's clean.
Now, the source says this is the WM, or wall mount version, though it works on tabletops. But when you bolt expensive hardware to a wall in a lobby, you have to worry about, well, theft.
Or just tampering. And security is a major focus here.
How so?
Well, the unit has flexible locking options, so it can't just be popped off the mount. And more importantly for the IT folks, the control buttons are hidden. You don't want someone walking up and turning the device off.
Good point.
It's designed to be tamper-resistant.
So it's built like a tank, but it also has a kind of awareness of its environment. It has these sensors.
The ambient light and proximity sensors.
Right. Which
connects right back to that longevity we were talking about.
How does that work?
Well, the screen doesn't need to be burning at 100% brightness into an empty room, The proximity sensor lets the panel sleep, then wake up instantly when you approach it. It saves energy, extends the panel's life.
I notice it supports Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5. I have to ask, though, if we just praise the reliability of that hardwired Ethernet connection, why do we care about the Wi-Fi?
That's a good question. It really comes down to redundancy. In a situation where you just can't run a new cable, you need a wireless option that can handle a crowded office. Wi-Fi 6 is built for that.
Okay, that makes sense.
And also, if you look at the front, there's a 5-megapixel camera. Kramer did something really smart here for privacy.
What's that?
There's a physical red LED. It lights up whenever the camera is active. No ambiguity.
That's a huge compliance feature. People get nervous about dark lenses in a corporate space.
Seeing that light gives you confidence.
So if we pull this all together, what you have is a secure 247-room controller that did, well, it solves the messy cable problem and gives you one single point of interaction.
It does. It basically turns the wall from a passive barrier into an active participant in the room. And that leads to a really interesting thought. As we fill our offices with devices like this, screens that sense you approaching, we're shifting from smart rooms to aware environments.
An aware environment. I like that.
So the question is, does a room that anticipates your presence actually change the psychology of the meeting before you've even sat down?
Next time the lights flick on for you, ask yourself who's really in control of the room. Thanks for listening to this deep dive.